Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you a real case. Our goal is to create a complete working application displaying the ITQt's RSS channel data, which is also available for you at www.itqts.com/feed. This will be our final result. This is what we want to achieve when we finish this tutorial. We start our application by tapping the icon. It displays RSS items, which we can scroll up and down. Then, when you click any of the items, the application will start a browser and take you to the articles page. So, let's build our RSS reader application from scratch. If you have a development environment already installed, just continue watching this video. If not, I strongly suggest you go back to my previous video. There you will find everything you need to continue this tutorial. Right-click in the Package Explorer window. Select New and then Android Project. Enter a project name, click Next. Select a platform on which you are going to run your application and click Next. Now enter your application package name and click Finish. We've just created the empty application. Let's fill it with some functionality. The very first class we're going to create will be a representation of an item. The item is the name of a tag containing the element according to RSS specification. In turn, the element contains the article's attributes like URLs, publish dates, topics, or any others. Right-click on the package name, select New and then Class. Enter the class package and class name. Click Finish when done. Our class code is generated. We need two class attributes to represent our data, title and link. We also need some access methods to those attributes. We are going to generate those with the Eclipse IDE code generation tool. Right-click on the class editor, select Source and the Generate Getters and Setters option. So, we've got the class which represents data gathered from our RSS channel. Because our data is structured as an XML document, we will use an SIX parser to be able to retrieve XML items. SIX is a stream parser, so we will create a handler which reacts on individual events, like opening and closing tags. So, let's generate the next class, which will be our SIX parse handler. Click New Class, which will be our SIX parse handler. We need to extend the default handler class. We have to override some methods here. The start element method, which is executed when the parser reads an opening tag. The end element method, which is executed when the parser reads a closing tag. And the characters method, which is executed when the parser reads tag content. Okay, here we are. This is our brand new handler class. I owe you a little explanation of our new handler. The class contains a list of RSS items, which is being filled while the parser is working. We have a local reference to an object which is constructed while the parser is working on an item tag. We have two indicators, which are used to differentiate whether a tag, title, or link is being processed by the parser. We have an access method, which returns a list of items that are read from the RSS feed. This method will be called when parsing is done. The start element method creates an empty RSS item object when an item start tag is being processed. When a title or link tag are being processed, appropriate indicators are set to true. The end element method adds the current RSS item to the list when a closing item tag is processed. It sets appropriate indicators to false when title and link closing tags are processed. Characters method fills current RSS item object with data when title and link tag content is being processed. So, this is our class. Now let's write a piece of code responsible for launching our SIX parser. This class will process the RSS stream. Create the RSS reader class, which starts an SIX parser. Our class has an attribute which represents RSS feed URL. We set this URL with the constructor. Now we create a method which will parse RSS feed. This method will be called to get the parsing process result. At first, we need to get an SIX parser factory object. Using factory, we create a new SIX parser instance. Now we need the SIX parser handler object. And finally, we call the method parsing our RSS feed. The result of the parsing process is being stored in the handler object. Just return it. We already have the RSS parsing functionality. It's time to take care of displaying the clickable list of items. To make it happen, we need a listener for the list. Create a new class. Name it List Listener. We need to implement the onItemClickListener interface. The method implementing onClick functionality is called onItemClick. Our listener will contain a reference to the list of RSS items and a reference to a calling activity. We will set those references in our constructor. Now let's code our main listener functionality, which will start a new browser window with the RSS URL item which has been clicked. We create an intent which is going to display data. We have to set data for our new intent. And start activity with our intent. Now let's change the application layout. We need a simple list view. Expand the REST folder in the Package Explorer section, Layout Directory. Click on the main XML, which describes the application layout. Remove the default layout. add a list view from the composite section. We are almost done. The last class we will modify in this tutorial is the activity. You will find it in the reader package. Open the activity class created by the project creation process. Since our parser can throw an exception, we need to catch it and log this. Okay, first I'll create an RSS reader object. This time, we hardcode the IDQt's feed URL here. Now we need to get a list view reference by calling findViewById method of the activity class. We create an array adapter which contains the list layout. Then, we set this newly created array adapter for our items list. And the next thing is setting an on-click listener for our list. And that's all. Alright, the application code is ready. But there is one last thing to enable our RSS reader to work on the network. The right permission settings. You will find these in the Android manifest XML file. Open it. Click the Permissions tab. Click Add and select Uses Permissions. Find and select the Android permission Internet permission. Save your work. Okay, we are done. Now you can install this application on your Android device and test it. You've just learned how to parse RSS XML files, how to display data on the list, and what is key, how to work with click events. I have to confess the application is far from optimal. There is one place, however, where we can significantly increase speed. If you know, you can share it in the comment space below this article. Can't wait for your answers. You will find more videos, source codes, and programming tips on itcuties.com. Bye-bye!